Hey, Nicole from Tax Wars. So if you've been watching, we have had a couple episodes that are related to the student loan forgiveness, the student loan debt forgiveness that now has been already put into play by President Biden. So as most of you know, that is going to be a minimum of $10,000 forgiven, and then possibly up to $20,000 as long as your income is below $125,000, and then the $20,000 would be if you also received Pell Grants. So for us here, as far as taxes are concerned, the IRS has stated that they are not going to be taxing that as income. So there will be no 1099-C needed to be issued for the IRS. Does not need to be reported as income on the federal tax return, your client's federal 1040. However, the states have now started coming out saying that they will be taxing this income. So it's news everywhere. We're just consulting with the article from Bloomberg. It's titled "Surprise! Borrowers may face up to $1,100 in state taxes on forgiven student loans." So as of August 26th, 2022, there were 13 states that have placed laws into effect that will levy taxes on this forgiven debt amount. So we'll just kind of go through this. As most of you know, the minimum amount to be forgiven is $10,000. If your income is less than $125,000, or if your taxpayer's income is less than that, then the $10,000 is what's forgiven. They can receive up to a $20,000 forgiveness if they also received Pell Grants. So as far as the state taxes that are associated with that, these are just the states so far that have said they will be taxing, and then the minimum tax amount associated with that $10,000 forgiveness. But we have to keep in mind that it could be more depending on just what the income is for this year, as the student loan debt would be considered income for 2022. So Arkansas is going to be taxing $550. Hawaii looks like the highest at $1,100. Idaho $600. Kentucky $500. Minnesota $985. Mississippi $500. New York $685. Pennsylvania $307. South Carolina $700. Virginia $575. West Virginia $650, and Wisconsin is $530. So that is the maximum likely tax liability that would be incurred if you live in any of those states for 2022 when the debt is being forgiven. So that is just what we need to expect. There are a couple states that I would have expected to see on this list, so I'm sure they're not done yet. I would assume that California is going to be following suit and including a tax for this loan amount that's forgiven. And it looks like about 60% of those borrowers can get up to $20,000 in loan forgiveness. So they'll see the higher tax amounts, obviously, if they're getting the $20,000 forgiven. So that's all. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to add them below, and we will definitely respond to those. And we'll keep you updated with the states that are going to be taxing this so that you can make sure to inform your taxpayers that live in those states. All right.